It's story time in Anime Land! Yay. We have to go over 5 arcs.
8. I counted them out. It's 8.
No one cares.
It's the number of arcs.
And these arcs that we're reviewing, they're from the anime
Aoi Bungaku!
Yes, Aoi Bungaku.
That's spelled A.
So let's start.
Space Bungaku for people who don't know how to spell it.
So how are we gonna start this bitch off?
As we always start it. Where did you hear about it?
Wait, we need a book. We need a book. Give me the book. Give me the book!
Wait, it's already dying. Once upon a time, there was 3 little anime nerds who really liked deep, dark, depressing things.
Oh yeah.
And they heard about a show called Aoi Bungaku. From me.
Yeah.
He has the best card collection, I swear to God.
And yeah, if you guys want to see it, I'll show it on camera someday.
That's some golden. That's golden
dude,
stuff.
they're all ulties.
It's
anyway,
so white.
Kind of like us.
It is so white, yes. But I originally heard of it from. I think I heard it. Originally, I heard.
Did you see it on Hummingbird?
No.
That's where he sees most of his stuff.
That is not true. That is where I see most of the hentai that I've seen. Where I heard of Aoi Bungaku is from a Podtaku podcast. I believe they mentioned it once, and I was like, they were like, this is deep and dark and depressing, and I was like, hey, I'm 15 years old. Perfect.
Crawling in my skin.
That's where I saw it. I saw it actually like 4 or 5 years ago now.
So chapter 1,
and I took it to these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't even say where we got it from, but that would be we got it from Michael. That question
I
answered.
basically told these two.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta watch this.
Chapter 1, the first 4 episodes, no longer human.
Why don't we? Okay, first of all, it's not like typical anime. It's a story. It's basically a bunch of short stories.
It's like Tales of the Crypt, if you've ever heard of that.
If you guys have
Woo! I love Tales from the Crypt.
There you go.
That's what's up.
It's pretty much it. Yeah.
I like the Crypt Keeper. He's funny.
Let's see this dude die. Let's see this dude die. It's all good time.
The Crypt Keeper is the only person I will enjoy puns from.
Or for us manga people, if you've ever read Tomy, it's kind of
Gross.
like that, but
Tommy? Wait, isn't Tommy the dead girl who splits herself into multiple times?
Yes,
and
it's a
then
bunch of short stories in it.
Oh, is it really?
About the same girl.
Oh. Well, chapter 1, episodes 1 through 4, no longer human. Let's begin.
All right. I'm not even gonna bother trying to summarize that one because I'm thoroughly confused on it.
All right.
Thoroughly confused on everything.
So from, I'm with Austin. In the first episode, I was really confused as well.
All I know is Light Yagami's a pimp.
No.
Light Yagami tries to double suicide with somebody.
Yeah.
He fails, and he goes insane. That's what it is.
Kinda, yeah. Well, no, he doesn't go insane. He just has a really hard life because it's based off the author.
Yeah, and it's kind of insane too.
But no, okay, so the purpose was, this anime is made by Madhouse, so there's a lot of callbacks to a lot of other animes.
It's
That's why there's no second
Madhouse,
season.
And they brought in a lot.
There's no need for a second season.
They brought in a lot of different writers and animators from a lot of different studios actually.
But
to do each of the arcs.
If you watch No Longer Human, it looks a lot like Death Note, hence the Light Yagami. The character actually is Light Yagami.
Oh yeah, he is. He's exactly
kind of
like.
is, yeah.
But anyway, so
except more depressed.
So what happens exactly is this one guy, wasn't he in like some revolution or some shit because of his friend?
He was, yeah, something like that. It was like a really minor thing.
But then the cops come, the 5-0 come, and he's just like, oh shit, gotta get out of here.
No, he's like 5-0. Here come the popo. Gotta go fast.
And the woman he commits suicide with, I actually thought that was his sister.
But it was his lover.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a random girl that she met that he knew. Yeah, but it was a random girl. So he's hiding from the cops with this lady he just met at a brothel bar.
Sure.
Something. And she's like, hide under my skirt. And he's like,
and he does, and he's like, ooh.
He's just like, you're so warm. I love you.
And he's like, this is a woman.
Yeah.
So
like a 3D one.
So they go home.
Just reminds me of my childhood.
Actually, that's true.
See, I told him. That's why I said it.
I think he said that too, didn't he?
Yeah, he actually. So throughout the show, he flashes back to when he was a kid and his overbearing dad. Right?
And it's not like straightforward, but it's pretty obvious that he was like abused or something when.
He had a lot of women.
He had a lot of. It was
at
really
the age
weird.
of 10.
Yeah.
He had a lot of women.
Like a harem. Isn't that like every anime ever though?
Oh.
Except that's depressing.
But so
Not part of your family.
oh yeah, we should also pre-reference it. It's not feudal Japan. It's
Showa era or something. I think they said it was.
it's like mid 1900s.
It's like 1960.
It's not modern day Japan.
Yeah.
But so they go home, they make love, and the lady's like, I want to die. I hate this life. And he's just like,
okay.
Yeah,
sure, why not?
Let's do it.
And he's like, push.
Well, no. So they take a pill that knocks them unconscious, if I'm not mistaken, right? It does something
yes,
that
they do.
It does something so they drown.
But he doesn't drown.
Yeah.
They jump off a cliff and.
Well, no.
into the
He
ocean.
pushes her. He pushes her off a cliff, and
But
she hits her head on the rocks, and he jumps in the water, but he's
lives.
saved. But he becomes an instant like, did you kill this woman? Well, she asked me to kill her.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
she's like, I can't do it myself. I take it back. No, too late.
Yep.
Pretty much. So he then starts having trouble with every woman he meets. Speaking of which, what I said by it's made by the author of No Longer Human, or the book series of No Longer Human. Oh yeah, every anime in this anime is a book.
I forgot the guy's
Every
name.
arc.
So did I. But
I read his work.
I'll put him on screen as we go.
okay. And No Longer Human is based on his life, and my God, I feel bad for the dude.
He wrote Run Malos too, which is the.
Yeah, that's right.
Roman.
He did.
Yeah.
That's right. He did.
When we get to that.
But anyway, so No Longer Human, he meets this reporter girl who has a daughter, and the daughter starts calling her daddy, or calling him daddy, my bad.
Calling her daddy.
And he's just like, yes, I have a daughter, I have a purpose in life now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just like, why aren't you my real dad? Like, off. That's exactly what happens, too.
And he's just kind of like, okay, and he gets up and walks off.
Yeah, he goes to a brothel, and then
Yeah.
he marries the smoke shop girl.
Contestant number 2.
Everything happens in a brothel.
No, it's a smoke
Or
shop.
in the ocean.
It was like,
It was the smoke shop girl next to the brothel.
and he was just kind of like, hey girl, you a virgin? Smack.
Well, that's sure.
Pretty
But
much.
That's exactly what he said too.
we forgot to mention something very important. The ghost.
That's pretty usual.
We'll get to the ghost. Yeah.
Well, the ghost is a big overarching thing.
It kind of is. Yeah.
So the ghost is like a manifestation of like his depression, or like
It's the most beautiful.
I feel like we've heard this.
show.
I feel like we've heard that before. Something that represents his fears and everything.
well, that's
it's almost
exactly
like,
what it is.
It's almost like there's a game that was made a couple years ago, some years ago, and it's like immortal and he can't kill it and he runs from it. Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
Is it Jumanji?
No, it's an editing joke.
He's hinting.
Oh.
If you can't figure it out, then
It's
He's hinting at it.
I know what it is now.
It's a
okay.
hint.
So what were you saying?
So the ghost is actually it's a drawing it's a drawing he made when he was little, and it says like "fuck you, it's ugly."
Yeah, it's like his manifestation of his fears and
He's kind of drew, and he's
his
like,
angst.
he's like drawing it.
depression.
Right.
Kind of throws it
So
away.
in the next part, this is gonna take some explaining. The author's wife, who is the smoke shop girl, was raped by. Was he in real life? Was she raped, or did she cheat on him?
I think
she cheated on him.
I think he was cheated too. Yeah.
If
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
because the narrator had said something like that, right? So basically, what
He's
happened?
like thinking over there.
Basically, what happens?
I'm trying to remember.
He's an established manga writer at this point. He's happy. He has a wife. But he goes downstairs one day, and his wife is cheating. Well, that's in the
she's in coital.
that's in the show.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she was raped in the show.
Yeah, no, the guy walked in and said, "Hey, I was your best friend at one point.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking wife you got there. Excuse me."
No,
for
it
5
wasn't.
minutes."
It wasn't his best friend.
No, that's right. That's right.
It was his employer.
Yeah, his friend or whatever.
Boss.
Yeah.
Boss.
Hey,
No.
Like your wife. Boss.
Hey, boss, I like your
That's
wife.
what it was.
So in real life, his wife left him for another man, and he drank himself to death. In real life.
No, he killed him. He killed himself in real
God, what is
life.
happening?
Yeah.
I remember reading about it. Tried to kill himself at least 5 times.
Yeah.
The 5th time he actually succeeded.
Right.
So.
But he was a great author.
Yeah, he's a really good writer. Yeah.
If I read, I'd be agreeing probably.
But in the show, his best friend, who's kind of like a con artist, is joining the army. His con artist friend was like, "Oh yeah, I've changed. I can't stay long because I'm going to war." And this is like, "Oh, well, days are fluttering by."
Stuff like that.
Glug, glug, glug.
And so he goes down to see his wife.
Osamu Dazai, that's the author's name.
Is it?
Osamu Dazai, yeah. I remembered it.
But, so, he goes downstairs to see his wife, because she was apparently cooking something.
Mm-hmm.
And she's, in the show, we believe she's being raped by his employer, because she starts crying when she sees him.
Yeah.
And he came down there and he was like so in shock he didn't know what to do.
He left.
Stop, fool, I'm gonna leave.
He's just...
I'm outie.
And the ending of No Longer Human is him talking to his ghost going...
Kind of like embracing it or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And he's just like, well, you don't need to hide anymore, old friend. Mm-hmm. We are one. Or it was something like that. But it was actually pretty sad.
Yeah. He dies in real life.
Yeah.
The end.
And then you kind of just go on to the second one. It's like, hey, this guy's chasing a pig.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So chapter 2.
Oh wait, we have to discuss the animation for each one because it's different.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, it's done by different people. That's why.
Yeah.
So okay.
The animation for No Longer Human.
It was done by Madhouse, I believe.
It was Death Note's animation, and I don't like
obviously Madhouse's. Yeah.
And I don't like Death Note, but it fit the show really well.
It did specifically for that, like
for how dark and deep it was.
Well, Roland, Death Note has.
Death Note is boring.
And Roland.
Death Note is boring.
For loser.
And they sat in the rain one time, and they almost made out.
Death Note is boring.
Cue Careless Whispers.
I'm not gonna do it.
Good.
We got copy striked because of you.
No, we didn't. They demonetized our video.
Oh.
Which we don't even monetize
we don't
videos
monetize it anyway.
So it's just kind of like, hey, you didn't do.
We're doing
really
this out of the
anything
kindness of our heart.
Yeah, so we're not profiting on this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to back us and send us money, we're not against it. I mean, if you want to support us and give us money, we're not against it, but we don't monetize our videos.
We has a Patreon. No, we don't. We don't have a Patreon.
We can make one.
Don't make a Patreon.
We'll make a Patreon.
What are we gonna do?
PayPal account.
What are we gonna do? Go full Rooster Teeth and make a game out of an anime?
Maybe.
So we can make an anime out of nothing but hair.
Anyway,
we're
I like gun sights.
Yeah,
anyway.
We're still doing a show. So, chapter 2. This one's a little weirder. Under the Cherry...
It's because Titikuwa wrote it. That's why.
Going back to the name of this arc, it's under the cherry tree, isn't it?
It's...
If
not
we can't,
exactly that.
If we can't get it right, I'll put that up too.
I'll send you the name later, because it's hella long.
Basically, it's really weird. Okay, so this big mountain man finds this lady and her husband. Wasn't he chasing a pig first?
He kills the husband.
Yeah.
No. First he was trying to catch a pig because he's trying to feed his collection of wives.
Yes.
That's an odd phrase, collection of wives.
Yeah. His
harem.
Yes.
That's
2 parts already.
He kills a pig because he's looking for food, and the guy's like, "Thanks for saving me," and he's like, "Give me your clothes."
I didn't save you.
Yeah.
So, alright, so this is where things get a little weird.
He's like a thief, yeah.
After he kills everyone except the woman, he's just like, "You, be my wife." She's like, "Well, okay, but you gotta carry me up the mountain. Yeah. Otherwise I will not be your wife."
And he's like, "Oh, lazy women."
So he carries her up the mountain.
That's how I feel sometimes. Wow.
And so, wasn't there another... She drops something. She drops something off the mountain, and she's like, "Go get it for me."
Ring.
Yeah. And she's like, "Go get it for me." But, no. Okay, I won't be your wife. So he dives in after the ring.
Fine.
It's like you don't need a...
So
I question this guy's thinking. It's like...
It's because of the puss. The puss game is strong.
The puss, man.
And it's like, you don't need consent if you already killed her husband.
The puss game is strong.
Boy, I see some question
marks. They both pussy spelled with cash signs instead of S's.
and an I instead of a Y.
But Austin, the puss game is strong.
It is, but consent game is not strong.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he's already a barbarian. He already killed her husband. I'm just like, you may as well just...
She agreed to be his wife. I mean,
so, they get back to the house, right? And he has a 10-year-old wife? Or 15-year-old wife?
Probably.
Something like that. A young wife.
It's rural Japan.
At first I forgot that this wasn't Southern America.
His wives are ranging.
Not South America, Southern USA.
His wives are ranging in age, but he takes this woman back to his house.
I'm doing this on purpose, by the way, for bloopers.
Yeah, I know.
Of course we are. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she doesn't like that he has so many wives, and she's just like
She doesn't approve. She doesn't consent Austin to being in a harem.
so she's
Unlike
like
all the other wives.
She doesn't consent to the harem, but it's like, oh yeah, you can murder my husband and marry me. That's cool.
but she's like kill the rest of them, but leave the young one. I want her as a handmaiden.
Which is a terrible idea because why? You have like 5 women.
Yeah.
Why?
So, oh yeah, we forgot
Maybe he was
prerequisite.
tired of the AIDS. I don't know.
We also forgot the prerequisite. It's also said on this mountain to never go near the cherry blossoms
Never.
because
And he
like
does.
weird shit happens.
And what does he do? Being normal,
We'll get there.
fully
We'll
functioning
get there.
person.
We'll get
What
there.
is the first thing he does after getting a new wife?
We'll get there.
Murder all of his other wives. Then
No,
what's the second
no.
thing he does? Go on the fucking cherry blossoms.
He leaves one alive because she's like, I want the young one as a handmaiden.
Because he likes the lollies. Yep.
Yeah.
She likes the lollies too.
So after that, Howard, she's like, I don't want to live in the forest anymore. Let's live in the town. Otherwise, I won't be your wife. He's like,
Oh God.
turns out mountain man who's lived his whole entire life in the mountains doesn't do well in society.
Shocking, I know.
Wow.
And then she's like, isn't she like, kill the other women in the town or some shit like that? No, steal all the jewelry in the town.
I think he kills them too. He brings back the skulls.
Oh yeah, that's
what
right.
it was.
That's right.
Mhm.
So he does
He
that,
kills the women and brings back their skulls and like, ooh, pretty jewelry.
and then you're probably getting this.
Skull.
So
Some Hamlet shit right there.
this is where
There's
the
a skull.
this is where the weird part of Under the Cherry Blossom Tree gets.
Because none of it was weird before.
Well, it gets a little confusing here.
He does, yeah.
So she's like, she finally consents to something he wants. He wants to go back to the mountain because he's comfortable there. She's like, all right, and we'll go back to the mountain. But they're going under the cherry blossoms, and he starts strangling her.
Yep.
And she's like,
But she was a demon, so it's cool.
no. That's the confusing part. It's never said she's a demon. It flashes her with a demon face, but at the end, it's her with a human face being suffocated to death.
It's a demon. She's a succubus or something.
No. It's
Kinky!
So also,
Mako goes on the deep web 8 days a week.
so also interesting thing. The beginning of this arc, it shows a skull, piece of armor on top of cherry blossoms. What does it end with?
The same thing.
His skull, his armor.
It goes full Terminator 2.
Yeah, it does. Animation. It was
back.
It was definitely interesting. It was very shiny.
It was very shiny.
It was like Attack on Titan threw up on
Attack on Titan threw up on it, and then Key Animation said, "It's good, fam."
it. It's good, fam.
Written by Titi Kubo, everybody.
Yeah, gets good attention.
All right, and this is where I lose track of the arcs. Which one is next?
Kokoro's
next.
Oh wait,
Yeah. The next one is Kokoro.
Kokoro, and that's the
It's the one about the monks.
That's the one about the guy who wants to marry this one girl, who lives with this one guy and wants to marry the one girl, but the one guy's like, haha, nah, fam, she my crush.
She's my fiance.
I think I might have forgotten that one because I know the one after it, the spiders.
Okay.
Spider's Web is the last one.
Here's the way you're gonna remember Austin. Remember the eyes? The eyes are like.
Oh
they're
no,
like
I know
that
now.
big.
The dude who's like 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. That one bored
Squinty
me.
eyes, pointing hair. Yep.
Part 3, or Chapter 3, Kokoro. Are we going to do a separate chapter for Kokoro Part 2?
No, we're not.
Or just we're gonna...
It's all the
same stories.
It's all the same.
Okay. So, they start off as friends. The two main characters.
I'm a monk.
Whose names I don't remember.
Oh.
And he wasn't a monk, he was going down the monk path because he, killed a bunch of
He
people.
wanted to be a monk.
He's extremely.
Didn't he kill a bunch of people and was like, I want to repent for my sins?
Something like that.
He's really misleading in appearance.
Yeah. He
So-
looks slightly pedophilic.
So,
He's just like,
They're
hey,
both-
girl, you're half my size. You don't have to get down on your knees.
they're both construction workers at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he brings him food and she's like, I'm staying with this old lady. Let me help you. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I don't
It was
need
his
help.
wife's mom, I believe.
Yeah.
The mom was like...
Man-in-law.
Well, they weren't at this point. They weren't married yet.
And I just want to say right now, in this story, I actually don't hate any of the characters because they use common sense, but there are many things that become...
It's really boring.
It's kind of
very-
slow. It's like Clanad.
It was boring, but everyone...
like-
Shut up, Roland.
No, it's like the first part of Clanad. It's really boring and not a really substance.
Well, like, I'm saying they all have common sense, but even with that in mind, stuff gets... I'm trying to think of the correct word here. There's a lot of confusions and misinterpretations between the characters, and it ends up being bad in the end anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like a standard romance.
I guess, is the word misconstrued what I'm thinking of?
I think it's
Misconceptions.
misconstrued.
Misconceptions, I guess.
So,
I think the problem with Kokoro, other than being like, just really like, there's nothing happens. It comes after.
It would have been better as
It
a
comes
Comes Human, and it comes before Run Melos, which are both really, really good parts. It kind of just gets sandwiched in there.
I think it would have done better as like a K-drama or something.
Probably.
with a little bit more explanation in it, like a full-fledged series.
Oh no,
I wouldn't say a full.
And like
series,
halfway into it, it's kind of just like, okay, this is what happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
how it works is it's told from. There's two parts to it, and it's told from the point of view of
each character.
The short guy.
The short guy, and then the monk guy.
And then Kali.
Basically.
Who's Kali?
Never you mind who Kali is.
We're not talking about Blake's mom.
What? Who?
Giggity.
From Derby. Blake's mom. Her name is Kali.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
interesting.
Anyway,
No, I'm making a reference literally no one's gonna get except for my dad.
Okay. Anyway.
Hey, Austin's dad.
Hello.
Understand his reference so that he's not alone in life.
So,
I cry every time.
in Kokoro, before he goes to the monk guy, he's like, "Hey, I got a house. I got a place you can stay with me at."
You can crash at my crib, homie.
He falls in love with this girl that I think he's known for like a long ass time.
Something like that, yeah. I don't remember much from that one because it's kind of like
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
It's pretty
But,
slow and
so-
it's not my favorite part. So.
There's a love triangle going on.
In reality, though, the woman kind of deceives everyone. She's not honest with the short guy.
That's true.
And she's kind of like, the tall guy's like, hey, I like you and I don't like the short guy, but I have to act like I like the short guy because
No,
the short guy
he liked the short guy.
She.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about
They were gonna get married.
But it's like,
That's how it is.
and then she's kind of like, I changed my mind, I want the tall guy.
Yeah, and then he's like, nah, I don't want to ruin this.
It's like, I don't want my friend to get angry at me, and then the short guy's like, too late, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
And then he kills himself.
Okay,
Tall
let's give them a little prerequisite, shall we, so they can understand that.
Guy likes girl. Other guy also likes girl.
That's not just what Kokoro is.
Girl is fickle.
Girl's fickle.
Okay, so
Big guy kills himself. The end.
What
That's what it is.
Kokoro actually is, the minute details is, yes, they both fall in love with the same girl. And the girl is a little misleading. Although the short guy's a little suspicious from the guy he invited into this house that wasn't even his. Because there's a scene where they're both walking with umbrellas. And he's just jealous because he's walking with her with an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, well, he
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, you might be thinking right now, it's like, wow, the short guy's a jerk, but you gotta understand, the way that the show is set up is that it's from the perspective of the short guy.
time.
Yes, the first time around. And it makes it look like the tall guy is the one that's doing all the wrong things.
Oh.
But in reality, it's like, halfway into it, or I guess before the second episode, the narrator kind of goes, let's look at it from a true perspective, and it's
the
like...
other perspective.
Yeah, the true one, and it's the tall guy. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, it was just by pure coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens is, so the big guy does kill himself
I guess the moral of the story is you can't look at something from one perspective.
and say what is right.
Yeah.
Because
It's like one of those morals.
about halfway through the episode, the first episode, he goes to the old lady, "I want your blessing for your daughter, because I know you won't give it to the tall guy because he's ugly."
Yep.
And she's like, "Well, you're not wrong. Go ahead, marry my daughter."
I was gonna say, I don't know if he's really ugly. It could just be animation.
That was what
pretty
the
ugly.
old lady had basically said.
Yeah.
And so
He's just scary.
the big guy.
My beard.
The big guy had a heart of gold.
Oh.
They go to, so when they go to sleep,
Austin.
that night, after because the big guy heard them heard him ask.
What I just thought of, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Anyway, so the big guy had overheard the conversation. I'm gonna punch one of you. I'm gonna punch one of you like really hard. Anyway, so the big guy overheard the conversation between the mom and the dude, and he was just like, "I'm happy for you."
It's like that's nice.
And he dies at the end.
Well, he carves a sunflower and writes a note.
Michael, I'm getting the sneaking suspicion you really want to move on from this one.
I do, yes, because it's really boring.
Okay.
Honestly, like, if there's any of them that I did not like, at least the Cherry Blossoms one was like
kind of
funny because. Oh, I don't like cherry blossom trees. Oh, pig. Oh.
It's like, I don't like this. Well, you gonna get it. Oh.
Plus, I like the song in it, but nothing else.
Fair enough.
But Kokoro was pretty boring.
That's one thing we didn't cover, but I guess we can do that at the end.
Yeah, we'll talk about the song. In the second one.
So
let's move on to the best, like one of the best ones.
Yeah, Run Melos is actually pretty good.
So what is Run Melos about?
Where do we leave off?
It's about a guy who writes plays, and he writes a play, and the play kind of mirrors his life.
Yeah, so Run Melos is about this, I guess, Roman guy, and...
Well, the play is.
The play
for Run Melos. It's this... It's hard to explain. It's like, I guess he commits a crime, and the king is like, you are going to be...
It was something about rebellion against the king.
Yeah, and the king is like, you're going to be executed, and the guy says like, wait, let me go
gotta go to a wedding or something like that.
I gotta go to let me go say goodbye to my wife and all my friends and stuff like that. And his best friend's like, I'll take your place for 3 days, and then...
Yay.
And then, like...
He barely makes it, and then the king and him get in a sword fight and save his friend.
And it kind of mirrors his life. The
writer.
The writer.
Because his friend was like, let's go on an adventure to, like, travel the world
on an adventure.
With my acting skills and your writing skills. And then they get on the train, so it's like, I can't, bruh. And the train goes off.
Yep.
And then, like... 20 years later...
Cut to ending
scene. Cancer or something like that.
Cut to ending scene of Clad.
And then,
Not that kind of train, also.
Oh.
And it wasn't snowing. It was snowing! It was snowing!
It could have been the same train.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
That'd be perfect.
Feels on the bus, go around it.
So, 20 years later, the writer's friend was like, sends his daughter to be like, my father is dying of heart disease. Go clear up your friendship.
I have to do that for a vine, too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I forgot to do the one from another.
So
it's like the same boat as the one from school.
And then so like he goes and sees his friend and he's like, why did you betray me? I didn't betray you. I couldn't go because I had to go take care of my sick dad. He's like, oh, I feel bad now.
My sick daddy.
He's like, oh.
When daddy needed some R&R.
And then 5 minutes later, his friend dies of a heart attack.
And then he goes, Ushio! Sorry.
He definitely does that.
Sorry, wrong one. Other guy!
Other guy!
Yes.
So, now back to where we were. Spider's Thread.
Spider's Thread is negative. It's about a thiefaroni named Kandata.
Who was kind of like Kamina from Gurren Lagann.
And evil Kamina.
He's evil Kamina. He very much resembles Kamina, except for, he's bad.
And he kills women and children.
Like, at one point he's like, hey, woman, I killed your child. Cook for me. And then he throws her body into a dumpster.
Yep.
Michael.
Yes.
Do we know anyone who acts like
Kandata?
Yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah, I don't know who it is exactly, but it's on the tip of my tongue. I almost know who it is.
It rhymes with Bolin, I think. Bolin.
I am nothing like Kandata.
Yes, you are. You have his personality, but you just don't
kill little girls.
You talk the talk. You talk a lot like him, but you don't actually kill people.
Yes.
Oh, another one of those, and you might kill me.
Let's make that clear right now. It's unavoidable at this point. There's no redeeming. Better save the life of some spiders so you can get out of hell rolling.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
He
dies.
That's what happens.
Okay,
so... He gets captured by the king.
And he gets crucified, and he's like, fuck you, bitches!
Yep. He goes to hell, and there's a spider that he didn't kill. Because he's a nice guy like that.
And that's how he almost got saved.
Yeah, that's how he almost goes to heaven.
But the spider's just like, spider's like, I give you one chance.
You almost had it. Gotta be quicker than that.
And then kind of like, what's that one anime where Envy from Full Metal Alchemist?
Sure.
The people come up kind of like looking kind of like Envy's arm.
Kind of.
Envy's true form. Remember where it's like has all
the weird
like,
dog creature.
Has like all this.
Oh wait, no, the weird dog creature says Edward.
I like fusion too. Fusions are good.
But no, like remember how Envy had like the souls of the people from his Philosopher's Stone in his body? It was kind of like that. Like
I've definitely seen Full Metal Alchemist for one.
I have, so it's okay.
You've seen them.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
You'll put up a comparison.
I'll Google it.
I'll try.
So, and the Spider's like, well, I tried, bro. It's your fault.
That's what you get.
And the weight of
He
his
falls
sins,
back to hell.
and the weight of his sins breaks the thread.
Quite literally.
Where he's in an eternal acid trip. That's
Oh yeah,
he's living in that book that you
world,
have.
The world looks like an acid trip, and hell looks like an acid trip.
He's living in the manga Gyo.
I wouldn't say...
No, the color...
Gyo's not an acid trip, though.
Yes, it is. I've
Not
seen that
really.
book. I've seen some stuff. That book is probably sold on the deep web.
The color...
Sold in your local Barnes & Noble, Austin.
Oh my god.
the colors and shapes are a lot like No Game No Life and the other anime said.
It's Gankatsuo and No Game No Life kind of combined.
Yeah. Now to part 2, chapter...
Just the colors, though.
Chapter 6.
That's Hellscreen.
Hellscreen is about this really great artist. Same world, by the way.
Same world as
Spider's Thread.
Yeah.
And the king is just like, I want you to paint me as I am and how people remember me so I can live in eternal glory. And he sees a bunch of people being burned alive.
Yeah, he sees some of the evil deeds that the king is doing. It's like, these people are trying to swim to the boat because I guess they were drowning, and they were just like, hey guys, set them on fire, and they were all like this, full.
Yeah, and he's like, alright, I'll paint that. I mean, you told me to paint
you how you are, so I'm
just like,
I'll do that.
I'm just like, this is a truth-telling, this is a truth-telling image. You brought on the creative type, you deserve this.
And the king is like,
how dare you?
I don't like this, but I'm gonna play it off like this. I'm gonna reward you.
I'm gonna burn your daughter.
I'm gonna burn your daughter alive, and you're gonna paint that.
And he does, and it's beautiful.
And then he dies in the
She
tomb.
explodes into colors.
I was gonna say the king dies too, doesn't he? I remember the king.
No, the artist. Yeah,
The king does get killed.
The king, yeah, because the painter's like stab.
Yeah, the painter's just like, eh.
Yeah.
And the king's like, whiz.
He does.
In typical antagonist fashion, one stab, it's all it took. Nah.
Shoutouts to Kogiasar too.
Yeah.
Or,
He's not an.
It's kind of like that.
He's an anti-hero.
It's like that, but on an acid trip.
Code Geass season 3 is shit.
You haven't even seen it.
Season 3 confirmed shit.
Neither of you have seen it yet. It's not even out.
Austin's in denial.
I'm not in denial. I'm giving it a chance.
It ruins the best ending in anime.
Quiet.
Does, though. Like if you agree.
Ow! I knew it was coming too.
It was coming.
Oh.
Well, Austin gets over his internal bleeding.
What would you rate?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Let's see. I would also give it an 8 out of 10.
Characters.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
0 out of 10.
Characters?
It brought a wide
The
variety.
characters are really.
Wait, should
interesting.
we do a rating for each individual show or just do it as a whole?
Just do it as a whole. That's what I was doing.
Okay, so I'd say 8 out of 10. It would have been higher, but I really didn't like the Kokoro.
Kokoro and.
I'll give it about a
Cherry
9.
Blossoms is okay-ish. I mean, Tikuba didn't write it.
Trigger.
Triggered.
No, not Studio Trigger. They didn't do that.
I wish Trigger did it.
That'd be
It'd
interesting.
be like.
Don't you
Kill
hate Trigger?
Nice.
Wouldn't it be interesting?
Don't you hate Studio Trigger?
Wouldn't it be interesting to see
Yeah,
like different studios doing different shows? Like, what if Madhouse did Clannad, and what if Key Animation did Hellsing?
I've shown you the video, the Attack on Titan.
Attack on Clannad.
That's what it would be.
Oh my god.
That's what Madhouse's interpretation would be.
Well, no, because it's different.
It's a little more red and blue.
Flashback to if anime studios were people.
Yeah, no. What if Key Animation did Hellsing?
Oh God.
I'm gonna shoot you with adorableness.
Oh my God.
What if 4 Kids did Hellsing though?
Oh God, no!
I'm gonna shoot you in the
Oh God!
What if it was by Key Animation too? That'd be great.
Key Animation of 4 Kids.
That's the unholy. That's the delinquent duo right there. That's terrible.
The unholy trifectum.
Yeah. Oh, and clamp designs too. Ooh.
Oh man, and wait, but
Alucard's
Alucard's already
anorexic.
Alucard's already anorexic.
No, he's just long and lanky.
Not Kogias anorexic. Not that.
Oh my god. Okay.
So-
that's a good thing we already finished talking about all the shows.
So I give Aoi Bungaku a 9 out of 10.
8, 9, 16. That's 25.
Wait.
Yep, that is 25 out of 30.
Wait, what about animation?
Animation, it varies from story.
Okay,
It brings a lot. It brings a wide variety.
No Longer Human.
Really good. It's
really
Madhouse. So
it's big. It's big.
It fit for what it was.
Animation art style fits.
Under the cherry blossom tree.
Not as good.
It was shiny.
It was shiny,
It
but
was
that's...
shiny, but it's shiny garbage.
It was Attack on Titan shiny.
I feel like it panders to lesser of the fans of the show.
Shiny garbage is what I call it.
It was Attack on Titan shiny.
And the next one was... Okay, Kokoro.
I didn't like the art style with it, but
it was very angly, but it worked.
I'm not sure if I like
the guy's eyes. The monk's eyes looked really weird.
It was like a taller version of Brock.
It's like, dude, I don't know how to make eyes for someone that big, and it's just like, do some scribbles, it's fine.
I knew they were trying to make him look ugly, but like still, like
his hair was longer than the smaller.
Unconventional.
His hair was taller than the smaller dude in full.
That is true. Yes, that is very true.
That's true.
It is basically.
Oh god, it starts on it.
I liked Run Malos'.
Run Malos' animation was actually pretty smooth.
I didn't pay attention to Run Malos.
There were
the trains, Austin.
Oh my god.
Bring flashbacks to Clanad!
Dango! Non-flashbacks.
I did like a non-pause there for you, so you can edit in some footage of that if you want. Yeah.
Ushio!
Spider's Thread and Hellscream, they have the same animation.
I enjoyed that animation.
I really love the colors in that.
It fit really well.
Especially in Hellscream when she bursts into flames.
It got the point across.
I wonder if when anime has good animation and it's about an artist, is that the writer of the anime being like, hey, this animator's awesome.
Totally.
Like this guy. Sorry.
Just like how M. Night Shyamalan.
Not again.
Michael, hit him for me.
I can't do that right now.
Why not?
Because...
Just hit him with your book.
Oh, you broke my leg. How dare you?
Good.
Okay. Ow.
Harder, Daddy! Alright.
So, before we end this...
Sit back.
They are evergreens because they are masterpieces.
They are evergreens because they're masterpieces, yes.
Aoi. I said 60s.
Did you? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I said 60s. I said early 60s.
World War II is like early 40s. What?
Well, no, because remember...
No, 65 was the...
45 was the end of
45 was the end of World War II.
Because that's when we dropped the Hiroshima bomb.
It was 45. I'm confusing 65 with something else. It is war,
like
though. There was a war in the
Korean
60s.
Yeah.
Korean War?
Was it?
Korean War was early 50s.
It may be a...
Vietnam was 60...
It may be a...
I love how we went from a show to war.
Like an hour-long episode.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a special.
Woo!
Sorry about that. The video...
His camera died on us!
No, the camera didn't die. It records up to a half hour.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's supposed to tell me, it's supposed to pop up on the screen and tell me that the max record time has been reached or whatever.
It's hot in here.
That
take off all your clothes.
The screen... The message never popped up, so we didn't know that we went without recording for like 6 minutes or so, so we're gonna start from Run Malos.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, no.
Egyptians.
Gods.
Like an Egyptian.
My balls.
Finally!
Wait.
You bitches! Read the manga! JoJo reference!
Don't read the manga.
Read the manga. In this case,
Part 5
novels.
confirmed. Part 5 confirmed.
Finally!